So, hello and good afternoon. 9 minutes since the market opened. Let's do the recap like we have done every single day of the week. And then let's review what the market has for us today. I was looking at let's go through the main news. Here we have breaking news. Um, Inflation, it is expected that it will not be released next month, the White House says. And the other one is the big day. The big news of the day: US CPI inflation rises to 3% in September, below expectations of, yeah, 3.1. So it's very much the same that it was expected. The market moved. Why don't I have this? So let me load the platform. And while that loads, let's go to routine, open every single chart here and and analyze how the world or how market participants have reviewed second, how market participants are seeing the market as of yesterday's close. Here we have, wow, the Nikkei going higher. China with the Shanghai. Let me show you here. China with the Shanghai taking this range a little bit. The US flat still. We need a break here if we want to see right price action higher. We need a break there. Right? So far, the good news is the blue line, which is FTSE, is pushing, is recovering from here, right? And Europe is right there. It's not Eurozone with the Euro Stoxx is not moving. Inside, still inside of this box. I want to be repetitive. I don't want to, but I'm going to be. Um, it's there. I mean, inside of this box is nothing much that we can do. If you go really hard long, you are at least not losing money. But if you were short, you were punished a few times. Year to date in the S&P as of the close yesterday, it's about 14 and a half. What we have in the daily volatility? Plus minus 1%, less than that. Nasdaq 100, gold. Look at what happened to crude. Crude now it's much stronger. We'll analyze that in the next chart. And here gold is holding the 56, 57 area of year-to-date returns. S&P 500, 14 and a half, and we have the same energy, consumer discretionary, healthcare, and materials between 4 and 6.8. Financials should be pushing if we want the stock market to go higher. Japan, it went again into negative territory, the 10 years of Japan, and no major changes. These are the winners of the year so far that translate to to European, including Brazil, Mexico, South Africa, and South Korea. The other ones are European indexes. Remember, this is being measured as of yesterday in US dollars. This is a chart where we're going to spend a lot of time, okay, some time. Something is not looking right here. Oil is not 0% for sure. I added this column and I just think there is an issue here. I will review it. The other one looks fine, 2 years. Yeah. Okay, so but oil is having a strong day, a strong 2 days, and this is why specifically I added this because now we need to look for stronger positions. And gold flat down in the last week, but flat in the last 2 days. Silver uh, getting not as bearish, but in the last 14 days, Bitcoin it's down. Let me go to the live data. I have to review that charts. Let's see what I did. So market internals. Let me take the picture of the market internals and store it on Discord. So we go day trading. We go to Discord, open intraday, and the highlights are strong volume, clearly mixed, advanced and decliners. The tick is not holding. And remember, this is 15 minutes after the open. You see how we had the. I will get into the details regarding the sectors here. What do we have? Infotech is 0.3, and then if we look for really negative or positive number, financial is 0.4, consumer stable at negative 0.38, and energy down a little bit. Nothing significant. I thought the CPI would have a better market movement, but it is not having that movement. Let me go to the. Oh, okay. For 1 second, I thought this was um, gold. I said, okay, so it's not. It's Bitcoin. So in Bitcoin, it starts with Bitcoin. We had these two levels, which was trying to consolidate in this indecision candle. It did not, and today it tried to go, but it's now it fall back. If Bitcoin closes about this line, that certainly will help the bull scenario, right? So far, what do we have here? We can draw a trend line. Let me do it here. So we can draw a trend line here and kind of there. If it consolidates here, we look for price action to the upside. If not, we just go into the range. We're not going to go short if we don't see a retest of this level. Doesn't make sense in my head. Okay, this is what we have with oil. Very interesting. So oil is positive today, 0.5, but the truth is it's below yesterday's high. I mean, not taking the overnight, right? So I'm taking this price level, this current price level is below yesterday. It seems it's going to probably retest it. And we have to stop thinking about shorts. But we can say if it doesn't break this level, let me change this, edit, up and go. No, this is the retest for longs. Retest for long or shorts. Long or shorts. Retest level. Level retest. And why do I say that? The name is too long. Okay. Why do I say that? Because we know the US let's say, let's simplify. We know that there are many players in the world that want, or strong players in the world that want oil cheaper, right? So the trend for the last few months or year has been to going down, in my opinion. Why we're going to fight that? We are not. But given the sanctions given to a few companies in Russia and the talk between China and the US together with the talks in India, produced this spike. This was about 5%, 6% spike, right? Let me show you exactly. This was exactly a 6.6 spike. Can we retrace back all the way? Yes. What is going to happen to the oil that Russia is not able to sell? Oh, and some parts in the world probably will find another player willing to take that. So if they want to continue taking the oil down lower, this is a good place to get short, right? Retest, fell, and going down. If they cannot get oil weaker, consolidation above this line will take us to the indecision candle here, which can open new opportunities to the upside. I consider that less likely. Oh, I have two cameras. Okay, I guess I can remove them. Remove this. Okay, I didn't know. I didn't see that. Right. I have this marked here, but it did not get there. Gold. Let's go and check gold. And what do I say I did here? Level to cover, off cover, off short. Two covers, the shorts level. Just keep it this level. Bulls should get to work. Okay. It didn't test this level here yet, right? So now we have a large range. Let's see what if this happened overnight. So overnight tested below yesterday's low, and now is back into yesterday's range, right? You see yesterday's range here, but overnight it tested new lows. Indecision candle yesterday pushed lower. It did not make it, right? If bears were in control, where would bears like to see that if they were in control? At least here. Because now the people that bought in this area, they're getting rewarded. Or the stop loss might be below here, right? So if they're going to take those stop losses, they need to print here. And there, I say, okay, bulls should get to work if they don't want this to go or target that area there. It's true that the strongest case would have been to consolidate here and test for a new high. But it did not do it yesterday. It is not doing it today. That can change quickly, but as of now, it's not doing it. Fine. I don't have a lot more to say that could add value. Similar story in silver. Let's see how it did overnight. Similar story. The correlation is very high. Similar story. YM seems it can do a new all-time highs today, or it was very close to do it. Market internals still strong, and the ticks are above zero. I don't see a reason why YM cannot take that high. I mean, okay, we have, look at this. We have one, two times, and now a third time right here. So this area here tested 3 times. The angle here, you could say this is the angle. It's going to break to the upside, right? To the upside. Or if it does not, and there is a catalyst, it needs to be a catalyst on the market and can break to that area. So far, it seems it's going to do pressuring until it takes it. On the ES, we just printed new all-time highs. Remember, these are the futures. So 68.35. No, 68.35.25. We are clearly above the October open. This is a technical level that we mentioned. Hey, we cannot stop here. We change this, edit to all-time highs, and we put it in 6, 8, 7, 5.5. Let me put it a little higher. There. Let's see if we close this today. And you see, this is the pressure cooker that we were talking about. So now we are not anymore inside of the range. We broke out of the range. Now it needs to consolidate above this area. Let me mark it here, drawing a box. The bulls are in control. I want it to consolidate. At least here, right? Very interesting that with the spike on the news, CPI, it went here, and now it's about to test it, but it did not, right? The internals are strong. I mean, volume is coming into the New York Stock Exchange and Nasdaq. However, there is no large performance so far. Financial is getting a little better, but Infotech, let me see. This is why it's good to take the pictures. Infotech was 0.22 and now it's 0.08. And remember, if you want to get to the Discord to have the historical data of this, you need to go here. This is the link. Okay. It's also in the description of the video. Advancing decliners is very strong, still holding at 1,500. And now let's go to the NQ. And remember, this is a beast, right? NQ moves, and we have a new high. Interesting. So Let's see, because we just printed a new all-time high. So again, we are outside of this range. If bulls are going to be in control, we don't want, it needs to hold about this. We don't want it trading here. We don't want to be trading or closing at that level. Can it close? Oh, definitely. It can flip in a dime. But so far, it's an all-time high. So whoever shorter and remain short at this area or at this area, they have to consider how much pain they want to take, right? That's the key. How much pain do they want to take? They had, we went through this. They have the opportunity to close the shorts here. They had the opportunity to close shorts here. If they did not, probably not being, they didn't get rewarded. So let me open the tick. You see, you hear the, I don't know if you hear the beeps. So I have this trading alert that is moving. Close about 1350. Nothing. So let's go to the market volume profile and see what we get. Tesla 440. Let me check. Where is Tesla? 440. So it's inside. It tested a high and now it's back to 440, which is here. Here.
Have I become a little too shy for love? I've been hurt before.
In my opinion, this is going to go. This is going to go. So Apple inside of the value range, inside the weekly range. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, right? This is the range. Nvidia finally, it did it. Okay. Microsoft holding, Amazon pushing, Broadcom went, Meta not so much. And let's go and see the power of Nvidia and Tesla. What do we have in Tesla? We have this little triangle. It's okay. No, I should stop here. This would make it easier for the eyes, right? Should I? Let's activate. Make it there, right? Activate. Stop it there. And why I'm disregarding this? Because it closed here, right? This is why. For the bulls scenario, it's a close here, confirmation of a close here, and then you tell me. You tell me, duplicate, where we go next. Edit 488. Let's say 489. All time high.
What if I go against my heart instead of confessing from the start? What if I miss out on the life
And here I'm going to activate, and we want to break higher and consolidation. First, we want the consolidation. We want con conso. That's fine. Conso, and then break higher. And the target is not target anymore. Activate, and this can be why do I say support? Because I have to draw it somewhere, and this breaking this, it will negate the whole entire price higher. But let's go to it's going down. Okay, so if this is going down and Nvidia is going up, the Nasdaq is still going higher. Okay, Nvidia you can draw similar. Edit to make it white with, and right here supports on the right, and we can put it at this low 150 on 6.16. So that supports. We want the same thing for the all-time high. All-time high. And then, of course, what do we want? We want this. Oops. To hold. You can say here we can have a double top. Yeah, kind of. But with this, I end, and we talk later. Bye bye.